Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand, two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rams will kick it away to start. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down, here comes this offense. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To throw, it's Westbrook. Unloads to the right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Colorado State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule. Yeah,
it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
He's got it on the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Westbrook. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. This one's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Running back searching for a hole. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. This game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Snagged in the middle, it's Middleton. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Rams are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball up.
Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before before they get him down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's caught. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado State 7, Florida International 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
On second and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Connection to the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the back. Bulls his way forward. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Looking to pass. It's Westbrook. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Ross. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. At midfield, he's got room. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Got his man all by himself. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Colorado State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Colorado State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Clemens. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Back to throw, it's Westbrook. He's taking the shot. He makes a grab, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout.
They'll snap it from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Got room at the 35. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Middleton. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Fires one high and deep. And that pass is caught at the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Feeling some heat. He's going to run it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
31. Florida International.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Colorado State, 31. Florida International, 7.
TNT about ready to go here in the third quarter. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Fast motion from the offense. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
This is exactly why 3rd down is
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Colorado State. And the route is on. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit to them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some field goal on the other side. Well, they're just taking it right to the face.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up? Nothing but green ahead. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Panthers will hustle to the line.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front. Line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Westbrook. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Running back goes in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They'll run it. Just ran over it. And the ball's on the ground. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Ball changes hands and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the change for a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Loses 3. 3rd down coming up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback checking off. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking left. Makes a connection. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And he grabs it at the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Colorado State 38, Florida International 7.
First down to start the drive after the break.
3:25.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And into the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Pressure coming. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Still looking on the move. He's got him wide open. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's first down from the 11. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. Just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Can't get him to the ground. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. On the option. Now the toss. At the 20, he's got space. He's racked